What is up, people? What is up, people? This is Abraham Walker with 𝐂𝐨𝐬𝐷, your Northern Virginia real estate agent. One of our viewers asked us to do a video about the 4 types of inspections you can get on a new construction property. And so this is that video. If you have any requests you would like us to do, post them down below in the comment section and we will add them to our list. Before we get into the video, I want to tell you a little story, something that happened to one of my clients. So we're putting a new construction property under contract over the past couple weeks, and this one client already has a property that's less than 2 years old. I won't name the developer, I won't name the builder, but they have a property that's less than 2 years old, and they're moving from the townhouse version of that model to the single family home version, right? Well, since they've already been living in the property for less than 2 years, we asked at the closing table, or really at the signing table, contract review table, we asked, how did this particular builder do with their process? Like, did they repair everything during your 1-year anniversary? Because all builders offer a 1-year product or a 1-year warranty on almost everything in the property, right? So they kind of sell you on this idea that, hey, look, you don't need to get a home inspection because you get a 1-year warranty anyway. So what's the purpose of an inspection or a warranty? I've even heard real estate agents say this. I digress. So my client shares with the builder's representative that it was super challenging to get anyone out to do their 11th month checkup, right? Their 11-month warranty work. B, the people were so slow to respond and it was so challenging to work through their little system that they use that my client said, you know what, forget it. I'm just not gonna do anything about it. So great opportunity for my client to take advantage of the 1-year warranty. But if the builder makes it challenging, which you won't know until you've already moved in, then it kind of defeats the purpose. So that's why we recommend doing inspections throughout the entire build out process so that you are not stuck with the bill if the builder chooses to slow roll the repair work or they become unresponsive magically, right? They've been so responsive during the build out before you gave them your money, but then they become unresponsive after you have given them all of the proceeds, right? So let's talk about the 4 different types of inspections you can get. First off, we're gonna start off with the footer and foundation inspection. So right behind me, you kind of see nothing between these 2 buildings here. They're putting the footer and foundation here. And I think you can kind of see behind me here that there's nothing on this land behind me, okay? So the first thing they're gonna do is they're gonna pour the footer and the foundation. You can actually get someone to inspect after they have poured this down. The first thing we're going to check is your foundation itself. Make sure that the straps are in place. If there are any bolts tied to your foundation or footer, we want to make sure that those are installed properly. Second thing we're going to check are your plumbing pipes and your electrical wires. Make sure that those are not necessarily up to code, but that they meet the inspector's requirement. The last thing we're gonna check for is any waterproofing that is included in your build out. This is information you can get from the builder and it can be confirmed during the inspection. The bonus thing you wanna do is something you'll really do at the beginning, which is to confirm your blueprint with what was done to the property. So your blueprint will be inside of your contract. It should be inside your contract. And you'll want to reference your blueprint to what the builder actually did during the pouring of your footer and foundation. Working our way through the new construction process, the next inspection is the pre-drywall inspection. I think that this is the second most important inspection you can do. The reason why is if you look right behind me here, they haven't put the drywall in just yet. When you don't have drywall in the property, you can look and see how the 2x4s look, if they're using wood. If they're using metal studs, you can see the condition of that. You can also see where the wiring is located. You can see how the plumbing is coming into the property. You can see the base flooring to see what your actual flooring will sit on. You can see the exhaust vents. You can see the roof more clearly. This is a very important inspection. If you only get 2 of the 4 inspections, this will be your first one to get in the process. One of the things you want to pay special attention to is whether or not the 2x4s are bowing, and also if there are too many cutouts in the 2x4s. This is the support system for your property. You want to make sure that there were no shortcuts taken during the build out. The builder is using contractors. The builder isn't technically building the property. They are overseeing the build out. So you want to make sure, do your due diligence during this process. This is the last time you'll be able to see inside the property before everything is covered up. Another thing I like to check for during the pre-drywall inspection is, where are my outlets, my conduits? If you have a flat screen TV that's going to go up on the wall, did they put some support brackets there? Did they run the conduit that lets you plug in your TV or run your wires behind the wall? If you have Ethernet cables running throughout the property, are those Ethernet cables installed? You do not want these people drilling holes in your 2x4s all willy-nilly after the walls are installed or after the sheetrock is installed. Another thing I like to look for is whether or not my clients asked for ceiling fan mount and if those were installed properly. The last thing I like to look for is recessed lights. Are those lights, are those cans in the right spots? Do we have the wires set up? Okay, so this is just a quick tangent. When you're building a new property and you can build from scratch, please, 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 please get a couple updates. I always recommend. One, get ceiling fan mount in every bedroom. You'll thank me in the future, okay? Get ceiling fan mounts in every bedroom. And I know this is gonna be another, cost. Try to get some type of wireless system already pre-installed for your property. Sometimes they'll run a conduit from your garage all the way to the 4th level so that you could put a wireless hub on your 4th level so you could have no connectivity problems. We've had clients who've moved into new construction properties where they have such a weak signal all the way at the top of their units. The last upgrade I would tell you is get one Ethernet cable in one of your bedrooms on the 3rd level. A lot of the properties we're selling that are new construction are townhouses. So the townhouses will have the bedrooms on the 3rd level, and then there'll be no Ethernet cables up there. You want to have an opportunity to have really good internet speeds, especially if you set up one of the bedrooms as an office, or if you have kiddos and they have one of those gaming systems that loves high-speed internet, or maybe they have a PlayStation 5 or something like that. Or even for yourself, right? Maybe you have a PlayStation 5, right? Adults can play games too. So those are just some updates I highly recommend. The 3rd inspection I recommend that you do is going to be the 2nd most important inspection. It's going to be your final walkthrough inspection. So what happens during the new construction process is your builder is most likely going to do a new home orientation with you. That's where they're going to spend about an hour to 2 hours, sometimes 3 hours if the property is very large. They're going to spend time with you going through every floor, telling you what every button is, telling you what every system is. They're gonna tell you how to turn off your water. They're gonna tell you how to turn off your electricity. They're gonna tell you everything about the property during this tour. They will also be looking for any blemishes or anything that is noteworthy that they can repair before you move in. So this is usually something that occurs maybe 7 days before your closing. The final walkthrough inspection is going to happen a couple days before that appointment. Okay. The final walkthrough inspection is where the home inspector is going to conduct a traditional home inspection on the property. They're going to check all the windows. They're going to check all of the plugs, the HVAC system, heater, if it's working at the time. They're going to make sure the exterior looks a certain way. They're going to make sure that the floors look a certain way. They're going to make sure that they test everything. These are 2 different things. The new home orientation is only giving you or bringing you up to speed on how to work the property. The home inspection, the final walkthrough home inspection, this is actually telling you what is wrong with your property up front. If there is anything wrong with the property and you catch it during the final walkthrough inspection, you have a greater chance of having all of those problems remedied before you move in. We've had clients who spend the $400 to $700 on these types of inspections and they say, Abraham, it's kind of high. And I asked them, how much does it cost to bring a tradesman out to your property? It could be anywhere from $75 an hour to $200 an hour. Why not do your due diligence up front? Get the builder to fix everything before you move in. Okay, we have one more inspection to talk about, and then I would tell you, if you could only do one inspection, which would I choose, okay? Before we move on, let me know in the comment section if you built a home before from scratch, and did you use a home inspector? Did you get the property inspected before you moved in to get the builder to fix and repair any problem? The fourth and final inspection we recommend that you get is the 11th month warranty inspection. All builders offer you a 1 year, everything is covered warranty. Right? Everything is covered to a degree, but everything is covered. Nothing should malfunction in that first year. But if it does, this is when you get it taken care of. Usually the builders will tell you, hey, look, start making your list of items you want us to fix in the 10th month. Make your appointment with us in the 10th month so that we can come by the 11th month and get all the work done. I just want you all to know, you're just moving into a property. Life is going to be busy. The first year you move into the property, you're still kind of adjusting to, this is a strange house. Where does my stuff go? Do I need more stuff? Do I need to paint this? You're acclimating to your environment. Get a home inspector to come in, check out everything so you can have an itemized list, a tight list, so that that builder can fix everything on that list, okay? One thing to consider in your first year you move into your property, do not paint the property in your first year. There are gonna be nail pops, there are gonna be scratches, there are gonna be things that the builder can touch up as far as paint is concerned. They won't touch it if the walls are painted some custom color. They won't. Now, if this is the color you choose through the builder, that's another thing. But if you're going to paint the property, make it unique to yourself, wait until the 13th month, okay? So maybe your budget is tight and you can only do one inspection. What would it be? The final walkthrough inspection. Hands down, the final walkthrough inspection is your best bang for your buck. As far as how much an inspector has found and also had remedied before my clients moved in, it usually occurs during that final walkthrough inspection. And I do not recommend that you rely on the builder to keep their word for that 11th month warranty inspection. I don't recommend you do it. Try your hardest to give them a list of everything that's wrong on the front end before you give them your money. Once you give them your money, you have to hope. You have to hope that they honor their commitments and their obligations. Now, most of the builders in our area, we are lucky, we're fortunate. They are very reputable. We don't really see too many negative reviews, but when we do see negative reviews, it's usually after the closing. It's not during the closing. During the closing, this is like the honeymoon phase. This is like your first date. This is a performance of a lifetime that they're giving you. Once you give them that money, you know, all bets are off. So that's it. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any content ideas for us or any videos you would like us to make on your behalf, we love making content for you all. Post them down below in the comment section. Also, if you have any questions, real estate questions, and you're ready to buy a home, sell a home, or invest in real estate, there is a link in the description to the Perfect Home Questionnaire. Fill out that form and we will schedule a time to meet online via Zoom. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you on the next video. Peace.